Americans have embraced a number of concrete symbols to stand for the abstract American ideals. The best example is the American flag, which we honor as a symbol of the United States. The soaring eagle is another significant American symbol that stands for freedom, as well as the Statue of Liberty and the Liberty Bell. During our educational trip to the Northeast, we had the opportunity to visit one of our nation's national treasures, as described by Lyric with Lighty News.
Liberty. Derived from the Latin word libertas, it means unbounded, unrestricted, or released from constraint. In the past, the notion of liberty has proven to be a great motivator. It led patriot militias of ordinary people to Lexington and Concord, instigating the Revolutionary War that ended in American independence from an oppressive regime. A perfect visualization can be found standing 305 feet and 1 inch tall over Liberty Island in New York City. This statue is a physical embodiment of this concept. In her right hand, Lady Liberty holds a torch, a symbol of enlightenment leading the way to freedom and the path to liberty. In her left, she grips a tablet of law inscribed with the date of American independence, July 4th, 1776, in Roman numerals. And now to our guest speaker, CJ, talking about his experience with the Liberty Bell.
The bell was a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
It's smaller than I expected it to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I learned the state house bell became a herald of liberty in the 19th century and served as a rallying cry for slavery abolitionists. The bell's inscription, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof," reflects the history and freedom values, making the bell a symbol of American independence. To be honest, it was underwhelming, but in a sense it was powerful to be there.
Moreover, America has faced many conflicts. Here are Celia and Will talking about what they learned from our visit to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum and the Holocaust Memorial Museum.
9/11 was the deadliest terrorist attack against the United States. On the morning of Tuesday, September 11 of 2011, 2 passenger planes crashed into the iconic World Trade Center in New York. The world has not been the same since. In our trip, we visited the 9/11 Memorial. As I walked in, I felt overwhelmed to see and experience this emotional disaster where families were destroyed. Personally, seeing remnants from this day impacted me, especially the last column. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum calls the last column a symbol of resilience.
Another global tragedy was the Holocaust, a horrible genocide where Germany's undesirables were hunted down. When we were in Washington, D.C., we had the opportunity to visit the United States Memorial Museum. It was a reminder of the struggle Americans have gone through to preserve freedom globally. Conflict in America unites us against tyranny.
As said by Mario Cuomo, governor of New York during the 9/11 attack, fear is another weapon that's used against you. But as I've seen so far, conflict and times of weakness in America have eventually united us. Together we are stronger. Even the name of our country, the United States, demonstrates the significance of unity to our national patriotic culture. Unity and diversity are critical ideals of our country. Unity can be found in the simplest of things. In Philadelphia, New York, and DC, it's found amongst the people and the different ethnicities and cultures present. It is especially represented through the statues and memorials. For example, the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., whose 56 granite pillars not only represented but celebrated the unity of the nation during World War II. We, as a country, contain multitudes of different cultural traditions and traditional values. The United States has more immigrants than any other country in the world, most coming for freedom and equal opportunity. Next, I asked Dakota to elaborate. What is equality and equal opportunity?
Equality is the idea of everyone being equal and judged based on character rather than sex or race. Since everyone is equal, people should have equal access or say in things such as political equality, social equality, economic equality, and legal equality. People also have fundamental rights, such as the freedom of speech or the freedom of religion. Equal opportunity means that everyone in society has the equal chance to succeed with what they are given or what they earn. Building what a person has from nothing to something, well, that's just the American dream. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I must say, going through the immigration museums in New York and attempting to take the citizenship test gave me a new perspective of a big part of America's history and America itself. I'm very proud to be a citizen in a country with equality of opportunity and democracy. Next, I interviewed a particularly passionate, patriotic man advocating democracy along the sides of the Washington Monument, Victor Rodriguez. What is democracy, and what does it mean to an American citizen?
Well, democracy is a system of government where citizens get to vote for their own representatives and vote on issues that affect them. To American citizens, democracy is the backbone of their freedom. Of course, it's not always perfect, but has gotten us far, and we're always looking for ways to evolve it.
Although Americans have always cherished the ideals of liberty, equality, democracy, unity, and diversity, the United States hasn't always lived up to them. Slavery, lack of women's suffrage for more than a century, and various more protestable causes highlight some of these darker parts of history. However, after learning more about these events and even visiting some of the iconic spots they took place, I have an even greater appreciation for this nation and its growth. America has been cultivated by its citizens' hard work, sacrifices, and dedication, and it's always making progress to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.